All right, so let's have a discussion. This is going to be a continuation of a discussion we just had. Lions fans get a taste of winning. Now, I want to remind you of something. You've been watching me for years, whether it's been on this channel or a different channel. And I remember saying something very specific to Lions fans. Some of them last year, some of them the year before that. One thing was we're not taking a quarterback. Another thing was stop the tanking talk. Y'all was willing to do anything it took for Jalen Carter. I'm another guy who stood firm on the fact that we were not taking Jalen Carter, and we didn't. Now we get to a point, and I'm looking in the chat, that the Lions are just going to run through these teams. And I want y'all to be realistic, because I'm realistic. I live in fantasy realm sometime because it's fun. You think about a Devontae Adams being on your team. How much better would our wide receiver core be? You think about a Quinnen Williams being on your team. How much better would our defensive line be? Dude was beasting yesterday. I wish we had one of those guys. But at the same time, is it realistic to think that the Lions are going to run the table? No, it's not. It is not. It is reasonable to think that we could drop one game per month. If you look at our schedule, a lot of winnable games on there. But you know what else was a winnable game? The Panthers from last year. Now, again, I don't want to go back to last year, but it happens to every team every year. There's a game you should win, but you lose. And not only do you lose bad, right? We thought we were going to beat the Panthers. They ran all over us. Once that team could be somewhere in one of these bunches. I know we can beat anybody. I said yesterday, after watching the Eagles, and after watching the Kansas City Chiefs struggle with Zach Wilson, that the Detroit Lions can hang with anyone, including the San Francisco 49ers. That is a team that I don't know if we beat, especially on the road. They're tough. They got all the pieces we need, but we're tough too. But I think they're just a little bit further than we are right now. Could we upset them? Yes. And I think, yes, the Detroit Lions beating the San Francisco 49ers would be an upset. I'm not as confident as y'all might be about the 49ers on the road. But are we getting a little too high on the winning? Let me remind you that the Chicago Bears, they have lost 14 in a row. There was a time that was our team. Now, I'm not trying to take you in the past. What I'm simply trying to say is Dan Campbell has been saying for months that to quiet the noise, focus on the team. Right? Meaning his players, don't listen to all that stuff. We know who we are. We know what we can do. Have Lions fans got a little too tipsy off the Kool-Aid? Have we got too tipsy off the Kool-Aid? Hunt, you says we absolutely cannot hang with the Niners. We need a better D-line to hang with them. I ain't scared of the Niners, but it's any given Sunday. If we lose, we not bulletproof. We're not tipsy enough, says Unknown. Okay, what does that mean? What does that mean? So we're realistically saying in the chat, okay, let's do a poll. We're going to do a poll, because I think this is going to be good. Can the Detroit Lions go? So what are we talking about? 15-2 or 16-1? What am I putting in here? Is it 15-2 or 16-1? You know what I'll do? I'll put them both. 15-2, 16-1. Or should I put 14? I'll put 14-3. And then we'll let this run for about 3 minutes. All right. So let's see what the chat is saying. We're saying the Lions fans are doing the most, would never swear there were Super Bowl contenders. Neither 15-2, 15-2, neither. I'm drunk off the Kool-Aid. We can lose just like any other game or three. 14-3, 14-3. They are going to go 11-6. We says I can't vote. The difference between arrogance and strong belief. You got to be realistic, because I thought we would beat Seattle after beating the Super Bowl champs. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The Detroit Lions' highest win total has been 12 games. Highest win total, right? Now we are a quarter of the way there. We still have 13 games to go. A lot of these games, they do present themselves as winnable, but as we go, because you know good and well, St. Brown go down, we gonna panic. Jared Goff go down, we gonna panic, right? If players go down, we're going to panic. So I think that it's reasonable. It's cool to be confident, but we can't get too ahead of ourselves. Should we beat the Panthers? Yes. Should we destroy the Panthers? Yes. But I don't want to say that any game is a given. We should do the Panthers worse than we did the Green Bay Packers. On paper, that's what should happen. Will it happen? It could. And even if we do, it's on to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and then the Baltimore Ravens and then the Las Vegas Raiders. So I think we need to take one game at a time. It's fun to do predictions and stuff like that, but we get a little sample size of winning and now we're just running the table. And I think that is unrealistic. Let me know what you think down below.